Thanks for tuning in to the Kelly Hill Ross Show, and I'm Kelly Hill Ross. It is the week before Thanksgiving, and everybody is hustling and bustling trying to get their Thanksgiving dinner and plans ready. But a few months ago, I had an opportunity to meet a person named Thomas Bowman at a park. And I guess you would say, what's so special about that? Well, Mr. Thomas Bowman has a very unique passion. He is a master crocheter. He crochets hats and baby blankets for those in need. There he was sitting in the park in a golf-like vehicle, crocheting away. I'd never seen a man taking a liking to that artistry of crocheting, so I had to find out why and how he became the master of crocheting. In our real estate segment, Lizette Meredith of eXp Realty shows us two unique houses in Reservoir Hill and Lauraville, parts of Baltimore. So get your cup of coffee, tea, or favorite beverage and enjoy the show. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for agreeing to be on the Kelly Hill Ross Show. It has been a joy in talking with you beforehand and just getting to know a little bit about you. So I want to say thank you again. I was intrigued by the fact that when I met you originally, you were at the park and you were at work and you were doing something that you don't see many men do. Who introduced you to this skill that you have?
The introduction of the skill, my mother was a crocheter, but a friend of mine was crocheting at my home and he was making a sweater and I was intrigued by the sweater. And I was like, oh, I think I can do that. So I just went to the store and I guess between Paul and my mother, I got some insight upon what needed to be done. And from that point on, I just been crocheting ever since.
Okay, so you have a love for that because it takes passion and takes patience to learn it. So how did you feel about it? Were you a teenager at the time or?
Yeah, yes, it was. I think that when I first started, I was in my early 20s, late, like 19 or 20, something like that. But I've always loved working with my hands.
Mhm.
carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, doing masonry work, things like that. I loved putting my best foot forward, and I found more of a desire when I found out how when I tried knitting and crocheting, I'm like, oh, I just put knitting to the side because it just took too much of my time when I have an idea that I want to put together. And crocheting began to be a part of my life.
Okay, so when you get an idea, do you see something and you say, "Oh, I think I can make that"? Is that how you put your ideas together of what to do?
In the beginning, I learned how to read crochet books. So in the beginning, one of the first projects that I did was at the church I was attending, they had a crochet contest.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that at that time, I may have been around about 1970. Oh, wait a minute. Um, yeah, about 1975.
Mhm.
Um, and I crocheted a bikini and a window pane sweater coat to go over the bikini. And I came in second place. And I was kind of put on the back because I thought I should have won because doing a bikini and a sweater dress with an energy, and I was just focused on um, doing this project. But nevertheless, I came in second place, and it just set my mind to know that, hey, you can really do a lot of different things with this as you go along. Yeah, so from the books that I was looking at for crocheting, I began to get a better idea upon how I don't want to do it that way. Let me try it this way. Then I began to get better ideas in my head upon how to make certain articles like hats, like brim hats, like baby booties, baby diaper covers, blankets, doing the granny square, making quilts, not quilts, but making big um, blankets and stuff like that. And at one point, because of that, a lot of the young people that went to my church wanted to learn how to crochet. So, because I worked at the post office at that time, I went and purchased all of the hooks, the yarn, and stuff for each one of them. And we sat down at the table, and some of them picked it up, and some of them began to learn how to crochet.
And how long does it take to learn how to make these the hats and things that you did?
With some hats, because depending upon a child, you have different variations of needles that you use. That goes from as small as a one all the way up to use is like from 3 to say 5.5, 5.5. They do have letters on them also, but I go by numbers. So sometimes with depending upon your yarn could be 3-ply, 4-ply. It could be wool, it could be cotton. Cotton doesn't give. So crocheting is just like a carpenter, a contractor who's building a house. You can look and see the framing of it. And then as you go along, you can come up with different designs. Like I may start off with doing a double crochet single yarn, but as I go along, I can see, I'm like, oh, let me change the color. As I'm going along, I would just add another different color into the pattern. I may change it up to make it double yarn. I may change it up to be triple yarn to make it thicker or smaller.
So, Mr. Bowman, in closing, is there anything that you would like to say or like for us to know?
I think that it's a blessing that you ran into me. I think it's a God-given gift that you are willing to help other people understand that life just doesn't stop at one point. It continues on through whatever you love to do. It could be cooking, could be crocheting, could be knitting, could be needlepoint. It could be just having a conversation with somebody to make them feel like they are alive.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And if anybody wants to find out more about what you do, they can certainly contact the Kelly Hill Ross Show at gmail.com. Thank you so much, Mr. Bowman.
Thank you.
Hi, today I would like for you to join me for our featured home at 613 Lenox Avenue. It's going for $389,000 and it is located in Reservoir Hill. So come, let's go. What I love about this home is that the homeowner took pride in doing her kitchen. They totally renovated the kitchen. As you can see, the owner incorporated a whole lot of storage space throughout this beautiful kitchen. Here, you will find a 5-seat butcher block countertop, which anybody knows this is a party table. We all love a good party table. And she also has instant hot for when you want that nice cup of coffee. And also, you will find a lot more storage space on this side of the counter, as well as a dishwasher, beautiful stainless steel appliances, and this gorgeous exposed brick wall. And if you look up, she's incorporated a double ceiling fan. You know, I love this piece. It's so beautiful, and it really sets the tone for the whole entire room. And she left in the shutters to allow a lot of natural light, and when you don't want the light, you can close your shutters. Isn't that beautiful? She did not mess around with the integrity of this home, but yet made it very modern for the I love these doors. Always wanted these doors in my home, but you can have them in your new home here at 613 Lenox Avenue. The room is large, it's spacious, and it's very roomy. Again, you'll see beautiful hardwood floors, nice side ceiling fans. You have these nice blinds here. It's very lovely that the owner put, so you get the light, but you don't get the glare from the sun. Hi, today I would like to welcome you to 2518 Albion Avenue. It's located in the Laurelville neighborhood of Baltimore. Today, this house is being featured. It is a 2,700 square foot home with 2 bathrooms full, 2 half baths with a finished lower level. Come on, let's go. As you can see, it has a very open floor concept plan. The layout is simply gorgeous. have a seat and enjoy the beautiful, lovely fireplace. And check out these water-resistant laminate floors, scratch-resistant as well. Here in the loft part of the house, you can see that the owner, he put central air so it's always cool up here, and he was very thoughtful again. As you know, around the room, he put plenty of outlets so you can situate, put whatever you want, wherever you want in this room. And there's a little bonus he did too. I gotta check this out.
I hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you like the show, subscribe to the show. And you can reach us by going to www.thekellyhillrawshow.com or email us at thekellyhillrawshow@gmail.com. So until the next time, as my late uncle used to say, hold on to what you got until you can get what you want. See ya.